TV, you heard?
Politics,
we here.
Wow, says TV. What up, y'all? We here. We
in a secret location, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do. You know what I'm saying? L's up. L's up.
It's not Rudy Chronicles, it's Politics as Usual.
That's a TV, you heard me? RPC, you heard me?
Yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, we told you, you know what I mean? We bring y'all something different every time. And we different locations right now. We in the back cave right now. You know what I mean? Doing our 1-2. You know what I mean? You heard?
But matter of fact, yo, man. Yo. Listen, man, like, we gonna clear some things up, man, because we got the OGs here, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Secret location and shit. Got the tier left brother, you know what I'm saying? Big Gunz here. You know what I mean?
You never there.
Listen to our shit all day, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna clear some things up. We gonna talk about that shit.
We gonna talk about some things.
We gonna talk about some things.
So you want to divert?
Yeah, we diverted. It's not current events. It's what's going on in the movement today.
Oh man,
you know what I mean?
I thought we just building because we
man. You know what I mean?
You know, welcome to
As UsuaLL, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Heidy, you know what I'm saying? What up, you know what I mean? In the building, you know. You got the cat upside down.
No, this is stolen shit from Starbucks, man. I'm stolen. Classic shit.
You know what I mean?
We got what's a little man name right here.
You know what I'm saying? Honey. We got Honey Low in his chat. You heard her rugby, bro. It's so good.
They went with the rugby. You know, we got
Rudy Low here. You know what I'm saying? SJP. You know what I'm saying?
This is what we do, man. We was gonna sit here and just politic and do the 1-2, you know what I mean? Cause we got a couple good brothers in the house right now.
We tip our glass to that, you know.
My man, you know what I mean? But my boy Lifa just said, yo, he want to divert. He audible this thing.
We on some tier less shit. You know what I'm saying? Got the big homie, and the big homie asking mad questions. So I'm gonna ask the big homie, what's your first question, big homie? What you wanna say, son?
You want to touch this word?
What you want to touch, son? What you want to touch, son? Don't be bashful.
You know, I guess number one question is about that cookie. You know what I mean?
That cookie.
Number one question: who owns it? Who made it? This person drew it. This person revised it. This person owned it. This got into fights with it. I mean, like.
Wow, listen. Wow, Rudy Low here. Rudy Low.
The cookie.
It's
Mr. Forward. Mr. Forward.
Alright, first and foremost, before I even get into that, man, I want to publicly and like personally give my apologies to Lifa and Gunz.
Okay.
For this simple fact, the first time I actually spoke to them and came in contact with them, I went to the Polo store, Andy's store. And I saw my logo, Rudy Low, that logo, the LoLife logo,
right there.
with the RLPC. You know, I actually loved it. It was black and white, but I wondered like where it came from. So I called them extremely irate and wild on them. And to my understanding, it was told to them long as OGs, I believe 3 OGs gave it okay. It was okay for them to do it.
Alright, let me interrupt you real quick. OG. Let me interrupt you real quick. Because the thing about that shit, you talking about the Black Ops image, right?
Yes.
The Black Ops image came about because we was at Disco's baby shower. You heard me? And Crash had on the Black Ops vest. And I'm like, yo, that shit look crazy, son. Like, I'm gonna do something with that. And Gunz was like, yo, nigga, do something with it, son. Do something with it. And I made the image with the eagle and the Black Ops. But I was like, yo, something missing from it. And he's like, yo, son, put the cookie on it. That's what Gunz said. Gunz said, put the cookie on it. I said, nah, you know, niggas is real sensitive about the cookie. We can't really do that. Gunz said, yo, nigga, fuck that. Put the cookie on it. You know what I mean? And if anybody feels some type of way, put the cookie on it. But I'm like, nah. We was told, right? Am I wrong? We was told that 3 OGs gotta okay us using the cookie. You feel me? So Gunz reached out to Barlow. I reached out to Bet, and we got the okay.
Barlow Cold Thirst.
And Barlow Cold Thirst. Y'all got the okay. Y'all good. And we put it in the Polo store.
Now, the reason why I'm apologizing right now, because like when me and Gunz was conversing earlier,
okay,
it's not really y'all fault if y'all receive misinformation.
Okay.
Like, KRS-One said this one time, right? And I love KRS-One. His music and his philosophy, his thinking. He stated, if you don't know the history of the author, how could you know the history of the book? That makes sense.
Okay.
And, you know, they say religion and politics don't mix, and this, that, and the third. But I love displaying parables and comparisons, because that'd be a better way for a person to understand it without it being personalized.
Right.
Now, this is what I want to interject, right? When I first came home, my reversal, right? Prince used to live a few blocks away from me, right? In Mill Basin, from my sister home.
Right.
So I went over there, seen him. I always fuck with Prince. Prince is friends with Bob, and Bob is my best friend.
Shout out to P, yo.
Shout out B-Bob, right?
And
So,
B-Bob, yo.
when I met him,
Shout out B-Bob. See, B-Bob, you shout out B-Bob too.
actually, it was heated conversations here that day, but Beck was present, Ski was present, Squash, AV, Prince, I believe Marlo, and a few other people. You know what I mean? We was in Prince's house in the backyard, right? And Prince told me that he was the first person ever to put my logo, this logo, on a hat. And allegedly, Prince told me that's out his mouth, that Thurston made him take it off. And then Thurston started selling the hats for $30. Now, I told him if that's true, that was wrong. Prince is not an original lowlife. He's not a founder. But Prince personally and artistically inspired me to come home to do what I do for that cookie to be formed. Prince always corresponded with Bob, and Bob always corresponded with me. If he sent Bob something, he sent me something, and he didn't know me from the streets. He only knew me from reputation. You feel what I'm saying? That's love.
And Bob is good money.
That's love right there. You feel what I'm saying? I still got his 8x10s. I still got his cassette tapes. So I told him this personally to his face. You inspired me. So nobody on this earth can never tell you nothing about that logo. And he know I personally own it. Prince know it legally and personally. But he still make his decisions and do what he do. But every man can only speak for themselves. Now, since this is politics as usual, since this came up.
Politics as usual, you hear me?
A lot of people always ask me, like Ralph, Free Ralph Low.
Free Ralph Low.
One of the most famous quotes is, man, don't get this nigga started talking about this low life shit, man. You ain't gonna ever stop this nigga. I don't wanna hear that shit.
Word up.
Everybody be like that. This is not a hobby to me. This is my life. This is all I ever wanted. This is all it's ever gonna be. And I say that proudly. I never had an alter ego. I never was a part of anything else whatsoever. And I respect a whole lot of things, and I grasp stuff from everywhere.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, to go back to when I was explaining about, you know, the author of a book, then you won't understand the contents of that book.
Right.
And I don't want to stay religious, but I have to throw it out there. This is actual and factual. King James, the person that revised the Bible, not the Torah, the first 5 books, the other Bible, dealt with bestiality, incest, inhumane activities.
Devilishment.
Also wrote another book about it.
So, in order for you to believe and follow what's inside that book, you got to know who it's coming from, and if that source is reliable, that it's coming from, and if they have interior intentions or motives. Now, I got to do this, man. I got to do it, man.
You always divert. See?
No, I'm not. Here go the picture right here. Since we talking about the logo,
Yeah.
it's an old picture that I posted from my room. It's a picture of the present logo and a picture of the first logo. The first logo had 5 mics in it.
5 mics.
I put the 5 mics in there for hip hop because I was an artist and that was going to be my vehicle. I wasn't an artist first. I'm a low life first. I'm Rudy Low first and foremost. An artist is just one of the skills I happen to possess. And that's what the mics represented.
But you know what's ill about
first and foremost, I don't understand. I don't want to get sidetracked, my brother. I don't understand how the mics will get replaced with the American flag. Now, it's just so happened that everybody know we are lowlifes. I'm not part of the American dream. I'm part of the American nightmare. I don't mess with the European corporate, even though I admire Ralph Lauren craft. So with that being said, I'm not going to replace that with the American flag. I'm not patriotic. So hold up, I would not do that. Now, you got the scales of justice, everything else in it now, but I mainly want to get to the saying. Now the saying is this is a famous cliche, but actually, many who are first will be last, and many who are last will be first.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ said that, Matthew 20. And it isn't ironic, because numbers don't lie. And I got a cousin named Master Fool, Tony. And he was about 20 years old.
Okay.
When him and Thirst became close. And I was the conduit through that relationship. Now, with this being said, I'm going to go with this, right? If you have a house, right? A foundation. When you build a foundation, it's a whole lot of work. Like it's real strenuous. It's hard work to build a foundation. That's the hardest work. You know, you got all the plumbing down there. You got the piping. You know what I mean? The grit. Now you do all that, and I actually watched the footage the other day where the thought came in at. Then they lay cement down first to make the shit concrete. The foundation gonna be sufficient, strong to fulfill anything is ready to endure. Anything that's ready to endure.
Right.
Now, once the whole house is already built, the structure's up, it's shining, it's wavy, tinted, it's popping, it's popular. No, it's good. But guess what? The plumbing going, the heat start going. Like right now they doing with nitro right now, the heat not working. Now everybody gonna start looking at it. Now, everybody know what the fuck, what's wrong. Now you wanna look at the foundation. But all along, all these years, nobody will look at the foundation or pay witness to the foundation. Now, me and Gunz and we always conversing. When misconception or misinformation is passed on to someone else, the receiving party is not at fault. They only at fault once you give them something to balance it out, something they can come to their own conclusion, their own rationale about it.
Right.
And this is what I am here for now.
Right.
And this is why I'm gladly conversing on the topic now and gliding smoothly because you know it's an extremely delicate situation. You know what I mean? Shout out to Thurston Hour Third. I'm trying to be mature. Shout out Big Homie. For real nigga shit, man.
But see, the thing is too, also, you gotta remember, like, when you're dealing with a foundation, before you pour anything, it has to be something to pour into. You know what I'm saying? To make that foundation, that means we dealing with the grounding. Like with electricity, you dealing with the grounding.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's the green. That's the green. You know what I'm saying?
Keep everything balanced.
That's the balance. Before anything, even a car has a ground.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Even a man has a ground. Our ground is our mental that keep us focused on what's going on. You know what I mean? And dealing with the aspect of low life. You know what I mean? And talking to OGs on the set. You know what I mean? I was grounded. He was grounded. You know what I'm saying? We was grounded by different things, different experiences. So like, in dealing with the cookie will always be what it is. It's always going to be what it's going to be. Nobody can take away from the cookie. But we dealing with today right now. This politics usual. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with today. You know what I'm saying? Rudy Low Chronicles is Rudy Low Chronicles. You know,
listen, today go win. Listen, today is politics usual, you know what I'm saying? But we just happen to be running up on the brother Rudy Low. We told him we were shooting. You know what I'm saying? He said, yo, Mr. Ford, he said, yo, I want to come through. We already told you we was going to have Gunz on the set. Big Gunz. We already told you that. So you know what I mean? And we just said, you know what? Big Gunz. Location, let's go to the back cave. Back cave, we out of Haiti. You know what I'm saying? Haiti got a nice location.
We out here, man.
FAP.
This is what we do. You know what I'm saying?
We everywhere.
Myself afterwards,
this is what we do, man. But you know what I'm saying? Now we got a chance to ask these questions.
You know what I mean? Because
can I interject one game?
Let's go. Interject, brother.
Shout out AV Rock, right?
AV Rock.
One of my closest friends, and I respect his opinion a lot, even though we disagree a lot also. I felt a particular way about doing the show in the beginning or doing anything for that matter when I don't have total control over it, because you got to put your trust into someone else, editing and the pitching and mixing up what you say. Because you know, a person can be crafty with the camera, so it can make it look different ways. Now,
make it look nice.
the first time that I happened to do an interview, it didn't come out correctly. You know, the sound, everything, it wasn't good at all. But some of the topic that he spoke about in there was never spoken on before that day, and started being spoken on after that.
Yeah.
So, but on the side, I told you, it's just that I gotta get some technology. We don't bring that back. It's just the audio on that. We don't bring it back one day.
Now, with that being said, I asked a question. Since we talking about the logo, the question I asked was, why having all this time, nobody ever asked to break down everything in the logo? I never saw it publicly on the social media. So I broke down the logo, and y'all can see that later time.
So we're gonna ask you to break down the logo now.
We're gonna leave that for his show.
We're gonna leave that for his show. Break down the logo.
But after I brought that up, I explained also too that it just happened a coincidence. We're on FA right now. I used to be with Face every day.
Yeah.
Face skills is crazy. You know what I mean? So when I was doing my stuff, I went to Face and asked him to draw me a graffiti character for my promotional pictures. He gave it to me.
Shout out to Face Low.
But when I took it to next level, shout out Smooth the Hustler, Trigger the Gambler. When I took it to next level, who was doing my promotional package, they said, nah, they came up with the theory since my songs will remember me, and I was getting killed in the video was dedicated to my man E. So do a flick like it's a memorial, like I was coming out the wall. So that's why my logo was way right in the blue up part. I was coming out the wall holding the L's up, and my logo went on the bottom. I couldn't keep the logo colors in the logo because it was part of the blue and white background. Now, I said that to say this. Face did not have anything to do with that logo. That logo is not graffiti. Next Level did that, and they never publicly take no credit. My man Rafiq, he used to live up the block from Brookdale. It was Next Level, Above Level, and Ground Level. That was their whole infrastructure. Everybody that was Smooth the Hustler was shot through. Trigger the Gambler, Foxy Brown, no doubt. My package was shot through back then, because I was $500,000. That was my whole cycle, my inner circle when I was messing with the industry, when I was a fake ass rapper. You understand what I'm saying now?
You was a fake ass rapper?
Yeah, fake ass rapper. I love saying that. Now after that, right, Gunz, me and Face talk. I put a post on Facebook about 2 years ago saying I created the logo, Face answered and gave Thurston, shout out big homie Thurston Howard III. I can never take nothing away from you, quote unquote, but I helped create the logo for Rudy Low and only Rudy Low. Now, I have to get this out here for our relationship to continue to blossom, and I don't want to be confrontational, so I'm going to do it to the best of my ability.
From a hat to the back.
I reviewed the photo, I reviewed the session of the Founders Show with these two brothers. They asked some relevant questions.
Founders Show, that was politics usual.
That was politics usual. Politics as usual. Right? And they asked him about the cookie. He explained, quote unquote, that it was 3 cookies. It was his, mine, and Fabulous.
Fabulous. F-A-B-O.
I beg to differ, and that's a falsehood. My logo was the first logo. Now, in the beginning of my show, Rudy Low Chronicles, it comes on with the logo with 2 different displays of it. But then right after that, it has Thurston Howard III with the boxing thing on, with the mics. Now, he specifically talked about the mics in the thing. I didn't have no mics in mine. That was Rudy's. Rudy had a weed plant. I did have a weed plant. And it did get altered. Or it revised or enhanced. But that was still my logo with the mics in it. And I actually just found another picture on this page with an old CD with all his old logos on it and my logos upon that too. But when we speak about Ration and Logic, I had that shirt on 1996 on Video Exposure. That's on my page when I'm freestyling, when they're interviewing me. They ask me, do you have any artists you want to talk about? Yes, I have my friend Thurston Howard III, the big homie. He's Vic Low, original Lowlife. I'm trying to get him signed to Ruckus Records because John Forte was my man. He lived in Face Projects.
Shout out to Sean Forte.
You feel what I'm saying? He was an A&R. Ruckus wanted to sign me.
Yeah.
My man's from around my way, Population Clique, the Rose family, they signed to them. And they robbed their record label the same way I robbed my record label, Hot Wax, with Gunslingers. Because we was too hard. They put my shit out without my permission. You feel what I'm saying? But that's realism without being confrontational or anything. Now, I always stress the foundation because of this. If the foundation is correct, then everything else is saying. He said something about when you do the foundation, you gotta fill it up. You have to fill it up with enough concrete to withstand whatever. So, this is me. This is me. When I had life in jail, I still thought about this. And this is what I'm gonna tell you, and this is a fact. And I can put this on my life. Howard III, one of my closest friends. He the big homie. My first bid I did 3 years. I did 5 years actually. He said in the song. And I didn't go 1 week if I didn't write Thurston Howard III, if I didn't write Robert John, which is Bob. And Vic told me once upon a time that you not a lowlife. Leave that shit alone. The niggas in the streets, they doing them, and the shit he was telling me was wrong.
As usual.
It was something that an older man, that's something as an older brother, a man, or especially a mentor, supposed to guide you in.
Right.
All right, so let me ask y'all this, right?
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about the new LoLifes, right? That was made by non-originals or OGs.
Well, I mean, you talking about the original? So you talking about new cats that came in was made LoLifes?
No, it's like new dudes that didn't run with y'all back in the days, because y'all got a history together. You know what I mean? Like,
stores, robbing,
you know what I'm saying? Doing what y'all doing.
Fighting, brawls.
We come amongst y'all and y'all accept us as who we are. But how do y'all really feel about brothers that throw L's up and are part of the movement now?
See, I mean, me personally, I mean, like we was always saying, like if we knew you coming up and you was in the streets and you was, you know what I mean, doing your thing and stuff, and basically you came along on the Mias, and you know what I'm saying, most likely, like we said, we all grew up with each other. Right. So when we all grow up with each other, we gonna go out with each other. So we all want, you know, the magnet, okay, if I'm this, you're gonna more likely be this also. Right. So this how it was more likely was. So now if you go outside and like a person like me, I may go out, I go to school. Now from there, I go hang out from some kids from school. Right. I hang out with this guy from school that used to live on Rochester, named Ronald. I hang out with him. Now, I run into him. He so happened to have friends that was named the Twins in PR. And I'm running to them. Now, here they go. Now, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm hanging out with him, but I meet these guys. But he was doing his one too, but he wasn't really heavy in it like that. He was, you know, sticking in moment, double dutching with it. So, but now I said, yo, I'm doing this over here. This is what we had over here on the Johns, doing our low life thing, going boost, doing our 1-2 over here. So I took the Twins and PR on them and brought them on the John, and we started doing our thing over there. So when we was doing our thing, it wasn't like we were saying, yo, come over here and be a low life. You got your L's. It was like, yo, we getting money together. We doing our 1-2 to do
the culture.
Yeah, we doing what we gotta do. Basically, we ain't know at that time. But when you think about it, in the bigger picture, is that we was doing something to make the movement bigger, because we was doing something for the culture, which was the LoLifes, but we wasn't really thinking of that big. We were just thinking of, yo, let's get down with this and get money.
And that's what
and put the work in.
Pouring the foundation, the cement and all that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of people get a look at, whereas that's why a lot of people can really hail this LoLife thing, because of the foundation that was put down from us seeing the other guys doing it, and me bringing them in, and we putting more work into the work of this LoLife movement. But that's how I was like, you know, that's how we more like looked at it. Like, you bring dudes in that you got money with back in the days, and then as you got money with them, you brought them into the circle, and it basically kind of got into that they
didn't get L's, but if you was real enough and y'all got along and whatever y'all was doing, there was all
it was all love. Nobody gave the L's back in the days.
It was all love.
I touched that already, man. That was a good joke. It was a good punchline. We had.
Yeah, you did, yo. You said that.
You just gotta see that show. Right? But what's this, right?
Rudy Chronicles. Session TV.
People don't keep it 100. And I'm gonna show you something that the public haven't noticed. Mr. Raisin, God bless the dead, that was my co-defendant, one of my closest friends.
Raising hell.
That was my co-defendant.
Word up.
He really did crime. He didn't do crime. That's why when I spoke about him prior, I compare him to right now, the little Dave, P, Rick.
Right.
I compare him to Boo, Claiborne. They all work. They don't do nothing illegal. Ain't nobody on earth could tell me that they not a low life. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe one of your questions was, if a person's of a legit lifestyle, excuse me, then of course, yes, you could be a low life. The same way like I questioned about Vic or about Disco being non-boosters. That don't mean they wasn't low lives, because it's money, hoes, and clothes. There ain't nobody do hoes better than them.
Right.
Ain't nobody get flyed. Ain't too many get fly as Vic. So who was to say they're not a low life? You feel what I'm saying?
Well, we hear it a lot.
Now, listen, there's a dude named Joe the Ho, right? Joe the Ho. Joe the Ho. He's from Eastern Park. Joe the Ho used to go out with, for a long time, my man Say Cool sister. Say Cool, the original low life, but Say Cool the one that taught Fab. He and all the old polo fix you see with Fab, that's Say Cool.
Yeah.
Say Cool the one that put on High Game.
Yeah.
That's Say Cool.
That's a fact.
You feel what I'm saying? Now, Joel is also went to school with Cat Mike, White Boy Scott, and Chris. They went to printing, Cybertron. All of them went to the same school where all the D-Seps went. So Joel always was popular, but guess what? He never really did crime. I can't think of too many times. I can't think of a time he did crime with us. He just was a ladies' man. He went to school and he was cool with us, but he is a low life. The same way Ernest is a low life, and Ernest had a different craft to get money. Ernest never really stole. Sean Dew never really stole. Sean Dew still hit phones. Sean Dew was a low life.
There was the other things, you know what I'm saying? That's what
So you don't got to be one dimensional. Now, when I said I brought all the people up, and I brought all them people up for this. Some of them same OGs and some of them same people always praise and big up Vic, God bless the dead, and they should. But I'm telling you, I'm here to tell you, and his old wife, Venice, Little David, anybody else will tell you, Big Man, anybody else will co-sign and tell you, Vic wasn't a criminal. He was a part of the criminal lifestyle, but he wasn't a criminal. You feel what I'm saying? And he's a low life. And look at Otis. Otis did crime when we was children. Once Otis became an adult, Otis ain't do no fucking crime no more. And nobody on earth can't tell me he not a low life. Even Georgie don't do fucking crime. Who gonna tell Georgie he not a fucking low life?
You still talking about
You talking
people
about
who grew up with.
All right, we gonna say somebody new.
We gotta go back. We dealing with
This the best way. This the best way.
Somebody that
The new low lives, this is what I'm gonna answer for this. Then if they wasn't brought in under nobody, or even if they was, if they not given the correct information, then therefore they are not low lives. I ran across a few people that don't know who I am. Right. Now, I'm gonna speak about RLPC, because every time I think about new low lives, I don't think about new low life. I don't know no new low lives. Not to be disrespectful to nobody. I look at RLPC as being new low lives to me. Now, the reason why that, for a few reasons. One of the reasons is this. I came in contact with Unique first. The way we came in contact, Classic came to the crib. I sat down. I gave them the whole spill of information and everything. So now, when I came across y'all two brothers, I was baffled that y'all didn't know who I was, because I believed at the time that y'all all was RLPC. Now, y'all all, and now I know for a fact y'all all are. So now, I'm privy to knowing a few other things. Coat drives, food drives, this, that, and the third. Like
book bag drives,
turkey drives. I follow suit. So one of the reasons why I communicate with Dark now on this level, on entertainment level, because I looked at ULL as the closest thing in LoLifes to what y'all is doing. Because I see y'all getting recognized, and I'm not saying y'all perfect, I don't really know, but it's not on the forefront. That's all that matters.
Right.
All that matters is the progress y'all make.
As a team.
So to answer your question, when you think about new low lights, no offense to nobody else, if I don't follow you on social media like Uptown or whoever else, if I don't follow you, I don't really know about you, so don't fault me. But I know about y'all, I follow y'all.
This is the thing I want to ask. This is the thing I want to ask, right? And I'm glad you brought that up, you know what I'm saying? Because
no dick ride, no homo.
No. We don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it's TLS in the building. You heard me?
RLPC.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, if you
diamond, this is the 10th year. You know what I mean?
If you're thinking about that, then you want some other thing.
That's right. But at the end of the day, what constitutes a new low life? What constitute a new? Because I keep hearing this phrase, new low life, new low life, new low life, new low life.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Well, what I would say is, a new low life to me is somebody after 2000.
2000. Okay. What's
Now.
a new low life to you, Lo?
And you know what? I would have to go with that myself too, because but you know what? You could say that, but my thing is this: I would feel a new low life would be anybody, even if I was to go out and meet somebody else and bring them in.
Okay.
They would be a new low life. They wouldn't automatically be certified as an OG. That's some things. A lot of things.
We know the scale.
Talking about that scale, but that scale has been tilted these years.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because it has happened before.
That's a fact.
But we sitting there saying like, okay, somebody was there, and let's just say they was there back in the days.
Politics about TV.
They wasn't repping them L. They wasn't a low life back in the day.
Right.
And I'm talking about them early ages when they wasn't on. They was probably looking down on this. They probably say, yo, you low life. Yeah, all y'all do is boost it. You know, they probably was talking down on this back then.
Right.
But now that it got a little wave popping, thing is something popular. It's going on. So you know what? My brother was down with that. My man was down with that.
So I was down.
So you know what? I was on the block. He know I was there because I wasn't with that, but I was on the block with him. And so you know what? Now that it's popping and it's not, you know, I'm gonna swing over here, and since I'm over here with him, he gonna be like, you know what? Yeah, he was with me back in the day, so yeah, he's an OG, he's a founder, he's this. See, that's where it happens like that. So that's why when we sit here and say, yo, these dudes coming in, if I bring somebody in, I'm not gonna automatically say, oh, yeah, he's in. Oh, he's an OG. He's a founder. He's part of the new generation. He's coming into the movement, and he should be happy, and I'm happy to bring him in because that's good that the movement is growing, and you can bring somebody in. And guess what? If I'm bringing somebody in, he's bringing something to the party. He's not just coming to the party just to dance with you and dance with you and dance with you. No, he's coming, so he's bringing some tunes to the party. So you can dance to the tunes with him.
Facts.
He ain't just coming to the party.
It ain't about just bringing polo to the party. You gotta bring something to the party.
2 L's up, you 2 L's up. Be the crew, that's us to trust. We came to make a difference this year by doing things different than we did them last year.